Good evening, one and all. It is... I've almost lost track. It's definitely Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, it's Sunday. Welcome on in. Once again, it's time for some more Warframe. And with a brand new camera layout. Gone is the green screen. Had to leave that at the old place. The living landlord said, actually, Dave would like that, and so we made an agreement on that. So instead of a green screen, because I've got nowhere to hang it, behold, my stuff. Yeah, there we are. Thermal section here? Yeah. Instead we have a floof. A floof with a floofy floof. Yep. Floof. What's it? Warframe creator sign from when I did the autographings at TennoCon. We have the play button, the mug, bunch of D&D stuff. Down at the bottom here, probably hard to make out on stream, we have got a Pathfinder book, Eldritch Horror, Warframe playing cards, a sword, because, you know, gotta have a sword. Why not? Odds, trophy and medal, way back in martial arts days, and a bunch of magic cards, which are holding up the sword. To make sure it stays stable. Yeah. It's just saying, give it a couple more weeks. There'll be signature YouTuber sound padding in that wall too. I don't think I'm going to go for any sound padding on the wall itself. One, this is still rented accommodation. I need the landlord to approve for me slapping things all over the walls. But I'll probably go for large plants, to be quite honest. They'll brighten up the room, just add a nice bit of greenery, whilst also being sound absorbers. So I'll probably go for large plants, if it's, you know, within budget. We'll see on that bit. We will definitely see on that bit. But yes, I have a stack of stuff. Basically. Also, Mirror Abe, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs right at the start there. Heading on out to Tier 3 Timmy, who received a Tier 1 sub. Sorry, Timmy. You can't just put it in your name and assume that it happens. To Zawalov, to VR, to Ass Blaster 2000, and to RGB. Really, thank you very much for those there. And Kelton, cheers for the bit. Kelton, popping off to D&D. Yeah, fair do. You enjoy your D&D. Any plans in mind specifically? Tall, leafy, enough to dampen the sound. That's the primary focus. Also, survivable in an office that's north-facing. Yeah. How much more cozy is this place than the freaking closet you used to stream in? It's definitely a lot more spacious. So it's, in fact, opposite of cozy right now, because that was just like, whoa, the walls were hugging me there. But yeah, still figuring my way around on exactly how I want to fill it up with things and to basically dampen the amount of echo. The ceiling is higher too, which is definitely not something I had expected to have to deal with, because that means even more vertical space of wall to have to address. So that is all of a thing to handle. That plus ceilings reflect sound straight back down as well. And I really don't know what I can do about that one. That one definitely has me a little bit flummoxed. So I'll figure it out. There are going to be means and ways and ways and means, but yeah, definitely a little bit flummoxed on how to handle the sound there. For anyone wondering what the hell I'm on about, currently the audio is very well filtered at the moment. If I go, boop, there we are, noise suppression is off. This is actually the audio that is hitting the stream. It's being handled by OBS before it reaches you guys. So that echo is very definitely there, especially if I pick up my voice more than just a gentle talk into the microphone. I can bring my voice right the way down, but I like to project. It just feels more comfortable. And then causes more echo. So noise suppression back on. Noise suppression back on. Lady was saying, don't worry on laptop speakers, going to hear the difference when you yell. Yeah. I mean, I have taken steps to reduce the echo already. I am flanked by boxes, direct left and right between the walls to prevent those echoes, but still, there is an amount. There is an amount. So I was saying, oops, I need to change accounts. What? You're on your Zomtronic account? What do you mean you're changing accounts? What? How about hanging a blanket from the ceiling to dampen the sound? So yeah, that is one of the options, is basically blankets. Just plaster blankets up the wall there, up the back of this setup. Have plants at the back here because it's more colourful and more cozy than just blankets. And then, yeah, something across the ceiling as well. The problem is hanging them up in a way that is compatible with the requirements of my landlord. Still got to manage that, but I'll figure out ways. There's also the financing. I have spent a lot of money just on this move, including a purchase of a couple of appliances, purchase of additional bits of furniture to fill out the space I'm now in. The actual move itself, which was not cheap because I was moving a pretty decent distance, gone to an entirely new city, and had plenty of stuff to move already as it were. So yeah, there's a whole bunch. At the moment, my savings are going, can you not please? But that's what savings are for. To make things happen. Day 1000 boy? Hey! 1000 days of Warframe for Zom. Would you look at that? Well, we can't look at it, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Seeing Ken not being a float ahead feels odd. I mean, I'm still kind of floating. There's the curve around the bottom of the webcam. I decided just having a box webcam wasn't good enough. I couldn't just leave that there. They're like, yep, that's how the camera works now. So I've added in the curves around the edge and a little bit of a blur towards the edges. It's not very noticeable, but when you look at it, you see it. There is a little bit of blur to the edge, just to make it a little bit more smooth. I think it looks nice. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I think it does. I know it blurs out my my logo on the jacket here, but yeah, it's fine. They would say, new city, psh, moved to a new country over the weekend. Yeah, you did mention that. I did see you had to cross from one country through another to yet another, which is certainly a bit of a move, yeah. Certainly a bit of a move. Anyway, let's get cracking on with the circuit, shall we? If you'd like to join me in the circuit, send me a message in game, the Kengineer. I'll bring you on into the squad, and we can absolutely slam it home together. Make sure you have yourself at least half an idea what you have available to you. I, for example, have, among other things, a Dante available, so that sounds like a good one. Dante Evensong is certainly an option. Nikana Prime, yeah, I can work with that. Twin Comac does not fill me with joy, but it is an option, I guess. Yeah, secondary is just not going to cut it here. I've got Evensong, I've got Nikana Prime, so those are my options, really. Alright. Invite, absolutely. Come on in, Mirrorlab. And we have a Zomtronic. Come on in. They were saying went through a total of 3 countries, not counting where we started and where we landed. Good lord. You really did move quite a distance across Europe there, didn't you? I'm presuming it's Europe, given that North American viewers would struggle to find that many countries in North America. Level 20 Evensong? Yeah, you're forgetting I'm Legendary 3. That doesn't reduce my modding options. I still get the full amount. I am keeping the background Cosmo, so like the setup there is very literally intended to be the background now. Setting up a green screen, I would have to basically buy a brand new green screen because the old one was attached to the wall of the old place. So it would be a brand new freestanding green screen, and honestly, I just don't feel it's necessary. The kind of content I produce, the kind of streams I produce, doesn't mandate me having a green screen background, so instead I'll have a decorative one. Get to show off some bits and pieces. You finally get to see the play button on the stream. Finally. But yeah. And a mug, and a mug. Yep. We got the floof, we got the play button, we got the mug, other bits behind there, but you know, that's how it be. The primary focus is, of course, on yours truly, not the bits in the background. Wouldn't be a YouTube background without a play button. I mean, I've not had it that long, but yeah.
I enjoy your streams and educational builds and infos round about Warframe. THX for that, smiley face.
You know, I thought the bot would have understood thanks rather than THX, but all the same, Darth Washbear, thank you very much for the 14 months of support at Tier 1 there. Much appreciated. Cheers indeed. And Mantis for the hydrate. As I'll say, out of all the random stream moments, do not remember you showing off the play button. I did show it off, but it was only briefly, and then again, because of green screen and lack of anywhere to set up any kind of shelving in the old place, there was just nowhere to put it. Just nowhere to put it. Right, let's have a look at what I've actually got on this one at the moment. It's set up as Heat Flash, I guess, with Elements List, which honestly, yeah, this should do the trick, right? We've got all the basic stats here, so let's just run that. That'll be fine. What's the Twin Comac running? Probably nothing. Yep. Okay then, cool. That exists. And it was Nikana Prime. Have a quick ganders at that. No melee adapter on it at the moment, and this is using a very basic slash viral approach, which honestly is a plenty good shout. But we can enhance this. Now let's see, the crits this will get to. It's got no crits bonus to it at the moment, so 28% with Blood Rush, 28 and Gladiator Mites, that would be 6.5. 182% crit chance, so that is not in the range for a good duplicate effect. So, if duplicate's not the way, I could go for an electric approach instead of viral and use influence. That's probably a shout. Let's do that. Let's do... okay, so it doesn't want to fit like that. Yeah, let's just do that outright and then get some Tennokai in here. That'll work. That'll work. Was it 22 or 23 rounds to get the 10 reward and set? Not sure on that. We'll find out. Gladiator has crit damage. It's also got the Gladiator combo as set effect. So 10% melee combo chance. Yo! Anonymous! I have no idea who you are, but thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs out to community there. That's gone out to Kirby and Hales, to Aboard Channel 10, to Space Dr. Amber, to Clevy, to Raptor Shadow, to Georgivovk, to Distorted Image, to Kaltabi, to King Kai, and to Dark Lord Fitzy. Whoever you are, thank you very, very much for the 10 gifted subs there. Much appreciated. Oh. Cheers on that. Cheers indeed. Got Trummer finally built. Honestly enjoying it? Hey, enjoy it. Absolutely. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that. You're already enjoying it. Yup. Got any summer mod recommendations? Not off the top, no. How's the new place? Cold. Still cold at the moment. The boiler should be fixed tomorrow. But until then, it is cold. I will be running my portable fan heater in a moment. Never saw that animation? Yeah, we got different animations for different bits and pieces. I think... yeah, I think the animation stops at 10 subs. Like, 10 to 19 is all the same animation. And then 20 plus, it's a different one. 20 plus is different. Alright, let's switch this to Naramon, and we're good to go. Looks like it is just Miralabe and Zom joining us on this run. So, 3-person run, let's do it. You'll say too cold over 2 hot any day. I mean, to be honest, too cold is fixable, too hot isn't. Absolutely. Too hot, you need to have proper AC to really cool it down. Too cold, you just pump energy into the room and it warms up. It's expensive, but so is cooling things down properly. Pumping energy into the room is manageable. But, yeah, all the same, the current plan for backup heating is still expensive. I think it's something like... I think when the fan heater's running at full power, it's about 60 pence an hour. Which, you know, 60 pence is 60 pence, but each time I'm reheating the room, that's another chunk of cash kind of just literally burning up around me. Hey, welcome in, you. Morning, third time catching it live. I'm a YouTube gremlin, lol. Fair enough. Welcome to Twitch. I judge people's spelling. Oh, Mantis has turned this into a hype train. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs going out to community there, Mantis. I'm not going to get started on the circuit, apparently. That's gone out to15SEP24, to Salt and Sugar, to Lunar Storm 15, to Joe Dariel, and to Ruthless X. Cheers indeed, Mantis. Oh. Cheers indeed. I'm fairly certain C6H1206 is Sugar. Like, that should be chemical formula for glucose or any variant of it. I think that's how it works. It makes sense to me, so I'm going to assume it is. Hello, Warduck. Alright, let's go. What am I going to... Yep. Honestly, look, right there. Bot. They don't need to be reminded. They can all see it now. You judge people spelling, grammar mistakes to turn the chat into a courtroom. Look, here's the thing, is that I can judge people spelling because mine also sucks. Oh, hang on, what? Zom left because they hadn't picked for the circuit yet. Right, there you go. Zom. Settled into the new house? Mostly settled. Mostly. I still need to figure out exactly how I'm going to finish echo-proof in this room, but otherwise good. Okay then. Yep, that's a little bit different there. Esprit, thank you very, very much for the 25 gifted subs going out to community there. That's going out to Not Somnus, to Nectar, to Fallen DRA, to Cinderella, to She Made You Leave, to Kestones, to Matt Pasquale, to Kazette, to Shadowstorm Stream, to Don Pigeon, to Too Nice to Be Mean, to Blue Fortress 2, to Aselpius29k, to Wawa0, to Fuzzle610. There's more happening as I say this, to Balefrost, to Asuprex, to Flying Sonic, to Andrivasus, to Sinor, to 13th Madman, to RM Stek 0, to Delitia, to Hyven, and to Limano Japa. Esprit, thank you very, very much on that. And then it's immediately followed by Mirrorlabe's 20 gifted subs. That's gone out to Cetero 0, to Vools, to AskYex, to Game11, to ZZetimer, to Oddie7, to Marco Caver32, to Nightsider Siberia, to Seeker Relics, to Abragus, to Stalling Artist, FKing74, to Rex Thunderjaw, to Daryl Degu, I think, to Scourge of Fire, to Raisum69, to Wise Woman, to Hard Merchandise, to Slipknot 202, and to Hollow 5959. Whew! Alright then. And in the midst of all of that as well, we've got Tau82 dropping their prime over here, bringing themselves up to a lovely bronze badge. To all of you, thank you very, very much on that. Is this a new cam setup? It is indeed. Meridek, thank you for the 400 bits. Twitch adding 40 to that. There we are. So Meridek, thank you for the 440 bits. Huh. Cheers indeed on that. I know Twitch says they added the 40 bits, but let's be real. You paid for it, Meridek. Those are your 440. Is that a some for floof? It is indeed. It is indeed, and it's wearing something special. Absolutely. I think I'm caught up on all the alerts there. Have I missed anything? Love Live House Animation? It is a nice one, isn't it? It is a nice one. Alright, and that has apparently given enough time for someone else to join in on the circuit as well. There we... Oh my word. Esprit, thank you for the 10 additional gifted subs. This is going out to Cyclist Blake, to Josh SCG, to the Salt Overdose, to Friendly Rock Troll, to Moradon, to Harunaru3, to The Seamus, to Warwick G, to Sans51432, to Zavar, and to Lostarin. That's it. Cheers for just the snacks everywhere. Good lord. And Twitch adding apparently an extra 15 to it. So thank you, Mantis, for the 115 bits. Can you do multiple circuit runs? I mean, you can, yeah, absolutely. You can run the circuit and then just leave and come back to it. God, you guys have been absolutely wild. I've not done a single mission yet. I've not had the opportunity. I'm going to hit start now because otherwise we're never going to get anything done. Big Hero say we need more, almost broke previous record. I mean, Big Hero, you know where the buttons are. Yo! Weird Kid, thank you very much for the gifted sub going on out there to Royal Cloud. Weird Kid, much appreciated. I'm saying, trying to figure out how you drop in the bits. You use the cheer button. It's next to the spanners. So you should see what looks like a diamond. That's how you do bits. And you can choose various different emote option thingies from it, I think. Strong, efficient, support, budget mage. Let's roll with efficient, because we'll get the strength from the setup itself. Although, I mean, I could run strong. No, not got a companion. Efficient. Don't risk. Mantis, thank you for the blats. There was a Nikana and Twin Comac. Grab all Zap. Let's see here. Every third melee attack deals toxin. Oh, okay. Yep. How do you go from a goal of 15 to 75 subs? By having a community that absolutely supports me. You guys are amazing. Thank you very, very much. Genuinely, thank you. Because it is your support that allows me to continue being a full-time creator as I am. Looks like everyone's ready. Yep, there we are. Because for a content creator, taking any amount of time off, whether from making videos or from live streams, certainly from live streams, is classically just a straight up loss in the financial department. So taking the time to move house isn't just the cost of moving house, it's the cost of not spending time at home, at work as it were. So your guys' support, especially at this point in things for me, is huge. I really appreciate it. Alright. Let's try and obliterate. Yeah, decent range on that, but I don't think that's going to be doing too much for me in the current setup here. Let's see what I can pick up. Double drops from plants and crates. No. Take more damage, more rare decrees. Early on, that's a worthwhile pickup, I guess. Because Dante can tank like crazy, so now I'm going to get a lot more rares. That is going to give me a lot more rares. If you pick that up later on, you'll probably already have a bunch of stuff and it's not as worthwhile, but early...
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Now that is a rare one. Good God. That is a rare one. Thank you very much there, Mantis. Much appreciated. As it stands, I don't have a nuke, but I do have a wizard with a sword. And bow. So that works. Mariadek, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs going out to the community, and Anonymous with a gifted sub behind that as well. I am losing track of all this. We've had a sub going out to What One More? Rather ironically. That is definitely ironic right there. And then Mariadek going out to... oh goodness. I can't scroll properly because Twitch is breaking at this point. That's gone out to It's Mateo, to Fuzzy Soup, to Terrascon, to Nebraskita, that's it, and to Nosk22. And then we have Esprit gifted out to Just Jertson Killer 167, to Just One, and to Sage Gaming, and to Cobbett. I don't know if that was in time to hit the all-time hype train. I don't know if that was, because it just timed out there. Good God, you guys have been absolutely tremendous in your support here. Thank you. Genuinely thank you. Can I jump over this rock, please? How to become? I have no idea what the rest of that sentence was going to be there, little. I have no idea where you're going, that one.
If only for now. Leave now or later.
Let's see. Influxing cold or toxin? Also inflicts viral. I don't think I have that available to me. Warframe's gain more efficiency. Oops. On it, why not? I can, I shall. Antis, thank you very much for the 375 bits there. Let's just cast a couple of these. I've got the energy for it. Yo! Someone's picked themselves up something. What have we got there? That
gift for us. Plant money for you.
Hey! Thank you very much on that there. You've got yourself a couple mugs there. Ladybug and Secret Admirer. Thank you very, very much for popping over to the merch store. Enjoy your mugs when they come on through. It doesn't tell me what sizes you picked, but I'm sure you picked the ones perfect for yourself. Could have sacked the viral toxin for money. So the thing is, that toxin, does that combine with the element on your weapon, or is it a guaranteed separate status? Let's see if we can find out. Do I see a toxin status effect anywhere? I'm seeing viral and electric, which is modded on. If everything was a little bit less dead, I'd be able to tell. But, God's sake. They're just dying too easy. That was a toxin status. Okay, so it is separate. Huh. Well, what do you know? Okay, so I could have gone for that route. But I already have viral on the setup, so it's not exactly the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Crit damage is doubled. That's an easy pick. That is an easy pick right now. Absolutely. They were saying, I got one 15-ounce mug for optimal hot chocolate and a set of pins. Oh, it was the pins you picked up. Alright, alright. So I've got a very short info window on this side here. Enjoy your pins, absolutely though. Mantis, thank you very much for the additional bits. Get some more tank out to everyone because Dante is just amazing for giving everyone tank. So many Xmas units. El Wolver, thank you very much for resubscribing.
King you love, king you love.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you appreciate my work. And thank you for resubscribing. You're up at 15 months now. That is huge. That is a huge amount right there. Absolutely. As we say, I hope all the sub money goes to some good plants. May I recommend ficus trees if you aren't worried about pets. This rented place can't have pets, although legislation is changing on making that where they can't say no. But for now, can't have pets. It's a no pet household, and that's fine. I didn't intend to have one anyway. That would be an additional expense on top of moving to a not cheap location on a content creator income. Oh, I've let my tank run out. Yeah, I will take that on board. Thank you very much, Esprit. Oh yeah, the rolling reload is really nice as a decree. I would not be surprised if we see that as a mod at some point. I wonder if they'd make it weapon mods, or if they'd make it a Warframe mod. I feel like that kind of Warframe action as a non-ability mod could be interesting. Rather than just arcane, 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 you know? Because how many times have you looked at a spare mod space on a build and gone, well, I suppose I could have more of a stat? More strength or more duration, but it doesn't feel like you're actually improving the build so much as just touching a stat on it. I imagine there's space there to have more side grade options, Warframe actions. But I suppose that's what the arcanes do half the time. As I'm saying, it's worth say Equilibrium's lower cost than a lot of people say. Equilibrium, honestly, the issue I have with Equilibrium isn't about its cost, isn't about its effects. It is simply down to the overestimation of the availability of health orbs if you don't build to make those happen. Simply that. I don't actually want these. These ain't much better. Thought of it, graph that. Still gives me some slight damage increase. Otherwise, yeah. Oh, alright. I mean, sure, why not? Let's finish that one off. Yeah, if you're in a limited run mission, if you're not in an endless one, getting health orbs can actually be rather less consistent than it may at first seem. Especially because Xmas don't turn up straight away. But if you're running a longer endless mission, long enough for the Xmas to start scaling up, or if you are running something that creates health orbs, such as a companion using Sim Deconstruct, then sure, okay, yeah. But it's not like just put on Equilibrium, it wins. It's not like Arcane Energize, where you're going to get semi-reliable energy orb drops already. Those energy orb drops just become, was it like 6 times or 7 times stronger? That's where Energize really shines in comparison. You mean the mod slot cost? I mean, the mod slot cost is still a thing for some Warframes. But yeah, the number of times I'll find myself going, I suppose I can have like 20-ish% strength, or even, hell, 15% strength. Once you're adding 15% strength to a build that already has 200%, you really are just putting on strength for the sake of strength. If it's not hitting a certain breakpoint, that 15% isn't going to do a lot. Voice sounds higher than in your YouTube videos? Sorry, yeah, it's because I'm not carefully managing my voice as I do for a YouTube guide. Instead, I am speaking very freely and openly, much more conversationally. When people speak to be conversational, they tend to just be higher pitch, whereas when people are speaking to be more authoritative, then they tend to be lower pitch. Say if I were to try and emulate that. Today, we're in the circuit. We're going to be going through an excavation mission, locating and protecting the excavators. But to do that, we're going to need to make sure we get hold of the power cores. I'm the engineer. Let's solve a practical problem. Is that a little bit more on the level to what you're expecting? It won't be exactly, because I am using noise pressure at the moment as well because of the echo in the room. But that's kind of more of a measured approach. Just gonna run interference on all these enemies. Bop. When people are talking to people they like, they also raise pitch. Again, conversational. On melee kill, gain overguard. No. 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 Just no. Where is that power cell? There it is. Don't need it right now for this one, but we can hold it for the next one. Next one's over there. I'm just going to go get that active. New facecam setup? Absolutely. Yep, you finally get a background rather than a green screen. Because I have room for a background now. That is one of the benefits of the move. I've got more space to work with. The downside of having more space is the echo, but that I can manage. Having more space includes having a just more of a stream background to it, yeah. I don't have to go green screen, I can mix it up. Keep carving our way through these enemies. Hey, flyers. Die anyway. Somehow I was on my secondary, but it still died, which is kind of impressive. Question is, will I make a little frame for my webcam? I considered it, but honestly, I don't feel that's something I need to prioritize. Because I could put that time and energy into making the frame, and I'd want to make something that I could both control and customize. But if I'm going to go to that extent, like, what's it actually doing for the stream? Having the webcam with the rounded corners, a little bit of blur, just a couple little filters or masks, sure, why not? But adding in frames and other assorted graphics, is it going to add anything? We didn't need a frame when I was using a green screen. That was just my face plastered on the video. Why change that? Make the webcam bounce around like a DVD logo? I do not have the programming skill to do that. I know, for example, another Warframe creator, Charlazard, has some smooth animation when transitioning around where their camera is on screen. I've not got anything like that set up. I have half an idea as to where I'd go for the programs for it, but the question is, do I need to be spending the time and resources on that? The stream is fully functional without it. And I don't want to be wasting your guys' support on adding filler. Used to have transitions? What, you mean like that? Those transitions. And yes, they did get lost in a hard drive death, so I had to remake that. But that does add comfort value to the stream. It really wants me to have these double drops, doesn't it? Bloody hell. All of this is pretty crap to me. There we go. I don't need that, don't need that. Yeah, sure, why not? A bit of tank. I think that affects Overguard. And by think, I mean I've never tested it. We got alchemy, radiation to do. 2 crucibles. I've never actually played Circuit with alchemy in it, so we'll see how this fares. Should be pretty easy. Re-up the Overguard. They would say what a board would do is make the face cam feel a little more visually grounded. See, it's 100% aesthetic thing. Yeah. I acknowledge that it would put some... Oh, okay, I'll just fall off the map. I acknowledge that it would put additional kind of production value to the webcam, to the face cam, It's just, again, it doesn't add enough for the time that it would take me to make something that doesn't just frame it, but looks good framing it. Or taking the time and money to find someone to commission to make one instead. And again, it would have to be something that is flexible enough to fit my varied needs on different games and different setups on the screen. The more I think about it, the more I just can't see where it would fit in. No, I don't. Even a basic blue square would be fine, no need for a visual masterpiece. It would... I feel the blur is kind of the way of doing that. The slight blur at the edges. I've not gone for blur and transparency at the edges. That's something I considered but didn't explore. Oh, it just switches straight to the next Crucible. Okay. That's convenient. No pipes here. Yeah, I could absolutely add that to it. Make it where the edges fade out as well as blur out. But again, it's a matter of just how much fiddling is needed. How much really adds versus just being general aesthetics. Alright, Mantis, you have yourself a good dinner. And again, thank you very much for your support, dude. Really appreciate it. One thing you gotta remember as well is that I'm not an artist. I don't have artistic talent. I don't have the knowledge of exactly how to put these things together in the first place. So when you say a basic blue square, I would quite literally put a basic blue square. But then that comes down to one, which blue? Do I use the Kengineer blue? Do I use one of the blues from the stripes? Which stripe do I use? How does that come together? Does it make background lose even more, sorry, the gameplay lose even more space? How wide do I make it? Blue is not just blue, Bowser, but all the same. Thank you very much for the 13 months resub. Much appreciated. It's not as simple as just pressing button, background appears. And that is definitely time I can just do something else. Use the base from how good? Sure. Well, that's how it can be done.
Replicate these elemental combinations as you modify your weapons and warframes.
Alright, Teshin, thanks for the tutorial. Void Flood. Let's go.
My duty to make extraordinary demands of
Attack Corrosive Grants Armor, don't need it. Shots increase fire rate, don't use it. Again with the melee to overguard, and again with finisher attacks. I'm just going to reroll out of that. Melee attacks imbued with fire. I think that breaks my electrics. I'm not going to use that. So let's just get this out of here. It counts as 2 degrees in one. Somewhere around here are going to be those decree fragments. Not doing it for any incarnates. I have all the incarnates from this week. I am simply doing it because I felt like doing the circuit. It's just that. I'll get a couple ribbons out of it. A couple other bits and pieces, which probably don't really matter all that much. I'm doing it to do it. Doing it to play the game. Alright, I'm just getting rid of Killer's confidence. I'm fed up of seeing it pop up. It's just taking a spot. I mean, granted, I've got all the really good decrees now at this point, but still. Chill game. Oh, I just lost all of my combo because I was too slow on the Tennokai. Ah, that is pain. That is pain. I tried to roll out of it, but I wasn't quick enough. Yeah, the ribbons are... they're okay as rewards. The amount of time taken, it's a thing. It's convenient that I have a decent frame and weapon to do this with. Because if you get terrible rolls, you really are just being carried for however long, and that just sucks. Hello, Ray. How you doing today? Do I have a video guide about the Cedo? Did I do one about the Cedo? Does exclamation mark Cedo give a link? That'd be the easiest way to check. Second easiest, check the catalog. Exclamation mark catalog. Yep, there's a guide on the Cedo. Splendid. Yeah, it is going to be a little bit old at this point because, you know, the Cedo came out a while ago. So some of the things you can do with it now have changed. But it's still the Cedo. That'll still cover the functionality of the weapon itself. And the rest comes down to the new modding metas available. Am I going to reach that one? Nope. It got taken. I've got to reach one over here somewhere. It's on my map. There it is. Got it. Yeah. Pathetic. And I don't even need to turn it in anymore. Whatever. I did my bit. I'll just regain some more combo. Ooh, assassination time. Ducktail saying, don't play circuit unless you have Warframe or Master's frame. Yeah, fair do. Can you deal red crits without ribbons? You don't need a ribbon to deal red crits with a lot of weapons. I suppose I can use that.
Fight on.
Well, he's spinning. Can I just tank this with my overguard? Oh, gods! Cannot just tank it with my overguard. It one-tapped the whole amount of it. Right, over this way. Let's do that. Damn it. Guy died as I fell towards him. As soon as they get that other enemy, swing, 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 swing. There we are. Up it goes. Give everyone another overguard gate. And stabby. Easy. What weapons can you deal red crits with without using ribbons? A bunch. Dude, all you need to hit red crit is 201% crit chance. Then you have 1% of red crit, and it increases with every percentage point thereafter. That's it. That's red crit. For the primary weapons, it's actually even less than that because of the Vigilante set. With 101% crit chance, you are capable of landing red crits if you also have Vigilante mods in there. So the question isn't what weapons can red crit. The question should be more along the lines of how do you build a given weapon and is it going to hit red crits as a result? Red crit is just a type of crit. It just means you're applying 3 or more times the multiplier or bonus from your critical multiplier. That's it.
Let this victory serve as a warning. Duviri is defended.
If you really wanted, you can red quit with basically every weapon in the game, because there are frames and abilities which will improve your crit chance enough.
It is my duty to make extraordinary demands of exceptional people.
Let's see. Melee hits give more crits. Yeah, we can finish that one off, I guess. Let's get this defense started. What do I think of Clevo? Absolutely a brilliant frame. If you want to be meleeing, he is great. If you want to turn your melee into a nuke, he is great. Hell, if you want to turn any weapon into a nuke, he can do that. Let's do that. Rebuild my overguard because I just face tanked that. Wave cleared. Wonderful. You turn off damage numbers? Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, a lot of the time, certainly if I'm using headshot focused weapons, I will turn off damage numbers as well. Because they can indeed get in the way of aiming. No, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Just the Burbs having a good old fight with that dude right there. Wave cleared. More birds, more tank. Beautiful. And what milestone have you hit, Solomir? Okay, my tank just vanished. Let's get that back again. Damn, those shotgun corpus really do not mess around at this level, don't they? Yo, Solomir! Solomir with the VIP redemption. That is worth standing still in a mission. Boop! Congratulations, new VIP. Enjoy the lovely diamond badge next to your name. That is a lot of spanners right there. 150,000 spanners to pull that off. You don't get that quickly. Damage resistance. Maybe Overguard lasts longer, maybe. Maybe. Been a while in some Gamba? Yeah. Does VIP time out at any point, or is it permanent? It is semi-permanent. If we reach the point where I run out of VIP slots, I will then go through those who are inactive VIPs and remove it. However, we are very far from that happening. Very far. So until it does, it's as good as permanent. What's the limit on VIP? Honestly, not exactly sure. I just know that it's a lot. It's a lot. We have the maxed out slots on this channel. Actually due to DE. Because of the giveaways and raids and whatnot, I think the number of VIP slots available is based on the highest number of concurrent chatters you've hit. And well, when we've had people here going, oh, are there drops, are there drops, are there drops, are there drops, are there drops? You get 2,000 people asking that, you hit maximum VIP badges. God, I'm going to do nothing but tank now. I'm glad for the Overguard regeneration, because without that, I would just be casting tank now. But because it has a regen and a gate on it, I can just keep going. That is a nice QOL. It makes up for the fact that Overguard doesn't have damage resistance. I don't know if the damage resistances I've been picking up even apply to it. There's every chance they don't. I might have just been buffing my 1,440 shields. Slam. I could do some more range on this weapon. I realise that's the bits that's missing, and I don't think there's any decrees that increase that. Which also comes to think of it is a bit weird. Why are there not range decrees? I mean, maybe there is, and I'm just dumb and forgot about them, but I don't recall there being range decrees. Overguard is staying fine for now. Damn, I really thought that slam would actually get over. Yeah, definitely Overguard gate tanking. What level are we against anyway? Oh, level 991. That probably has something to do with it, yeah. Hit points start to non-exist a few hundred levels before this. It is exceptionally hard to hit point tank once you get to this kind of scaling. Your sub ran out? I guess it has, yeah. Yeah, you got a VIP badge, but not a sub badge. Is range roll sat on a ribbon? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, VIP doesn't get rid of ads. Oh, I just lost all my combo. Oh, not again. Mirrorlade, thank you very much to Softening Blow with a gifted sub over to Solomir there. Merge appreciated. You went down for that. Wow. Mirrorlade, thank you. That is definitely a Mirrorlade moment, yes. I still hate that there's no formal timer on the Tennokai, so it is very easy to accidentally throw it all away. If you go to slam just a fraction of a second too late, tough titties, it's gone. Coins are similar. Nikana price could have from 1 to 1.2 million range. Interesting. I have no idea what you tried to mean by that, but I'm fairly certain you didn't mean millions of price. VIP badge does give some immunity from global moderation effects. So for example, if we enable... let's see. I think, yeah, if we enable subscriber-only mode, VIPs can also still chat. If you do exclamation mark VIP, there should be a link to a Twitch article that explains it in more detail. Let's see. Okay. I need to switch to operator to do these now. Yeah, do that. Oh, I should update that. The posting links bit is global. I've removed the subfilter on that. Basically, the number of bots posting links has dramatically dropped. Twitch handles that, I guess, pretty effectively now. But more often than not, bots will paste in not links, or things which are close to being links, to try and get around link filters. So, preventing just the average Joe from posting a link stopped mattering.
The battle is won. The paradox tamed.
Get that tank back up.
I advise you not to be content with merely doing enough.
It really wants me to... Fine, I'll pick that up. God damn, get it out of here. Taking up a spot every time it happens. Alright, let me quickly update that command if I can. Stop attacking me whilst I am updating a command. There we go. Now the VIP command is no longer lying. Which Paphos clamp weapon does the best in Duverie? Honestly, it comes down to a matter of preference. I quite like the Siam. It feels very snappy, but it really is just a matter of preference. If you want a real heavy hitter, you got Sampites, or the Aztani. If you want something nice and agile, you've got Eden and Siam. Take your pick, really. Let's just get that one out of here. Single pip decrees are easy to remove, because you'll never see them again once picked. Yeah, maybe not the most effective, but it cleans up their pool. Any Incarnans worth getting from this week's pool? I don't remember which Incarnans there are this week, but almost certainly there are going to be some worth getting, yeah. I just don't remember which ones. Is it Bolt or Magister? Yeah, those two are very nice pickups. Magister for a very, very good stat stick, and Bolter is just an amazing Incarnate in general. Is this Ceramic Dagger too? Oh god, yeah, that's another stat stick one. And both of them are workable plenty as melees too, it's just, as stat sticks, they slap.
Enemies are assaulting your excavator.
Yeah.
Excavator is almost destroyed.
Ah, 94 cryotic.
The enemy to destroy
I was
an
running to get a
excavator.
power cell. And another one just popped.
Excavator
Uh-oh.
is on the brink of destruction.
Okay, we are struggling slightly. I was rushing to get power cells because the game doesn't bloody well spawn them close to the excavators. Alright, just gonna wait for the next one to pop. Here we are. Double power it. There we are, full power. Now we can just hard tank defend it. Cast, thank you. And push that button a few times. I hate those laser beams so much. They miss you 9 times out of 10, but the one time they hit you, they slam for so much. And because of the way they swing, it just sometimes feels like BS that do hit you. What is it? Oh, okay. There we are. I completely forgot about the sound design on this weapon. still hard protecting this one.
Excavator under attack.
We got it. Grab power cell, recharge its shields. There we are. How much power is on this at the moment? Oh god, I need to kill things.
Excavator lost. Your work.
Okay, 2 excavators at 1 popped there. That's unfortunate. I feel like the Evensong is just a little too slow and methodical for this kind of mission circumstance. Whereas the melee just kind of melees. No hassle, no fuss. Just melee goes melee. But it still gives me a ranged option for dealing with the flyers, so there's that. Re up the defenses. Somehow I missed that ancient with that heavy attack. That one hit though. Alright, we should have all the chaotic we need here, so if anything we can just let it explode now. I'm not going to defend it. If it pops now, we move on to the next zone. Blade Prime still good? Yup. Blade Prime still broken? Broken is a strong word, but it's still very, very effective, yes. You can combo Glade Prime with all kinds of different features and effects, which just further enhance its capabilities. Slash did get a sideward mild nerf. Nothing you need to worry about.
Excavator is severely damaged. Protect it or lose it. A way out.
Alchemy time. Let's do this.
You. But further buried riches are here.
Kind of crazy. We haven't even reached tier 5 yet, and the enemies are over level 1000.
Your work wasted. Do not expect me to tell you when to stop. Judge for yourself.
I'll grab that one. I'm rolling a bit. Fragment attained. Another one over there. And the other one over here. Seeing as I can easily see him, grab him, job done. I hope that doesn't take away my electric. Nope, it's not taking away my electric, good. I can still deal electric procs, that's fine. Because whilst I'm dealing electric procs, my melee still does a lot of work. Now, considering I need to kill to live, that could get a little bit troublesome when I need to take time to throw an ample. And see, we need toxin, electric, we are making corrosive, so we don't need the cold one. Easy kill. What level are these guys up to now? We're at level 2,500. Okay. Yeah, so just a little bit of damage then. Am I carrying an amphor? Yeah, I am. There we go, one down, one to go. Now we need to do viral. Take your shotgun out of here. Oh, okay, and you. Multiple shotguns. It is mildly annoying that I don't have any way to increase the defense of this overguard. So I am basically just gate tanking it. But it works for now, I guess. It still feels weird to me that high-level gameplay is basically who can stay immortal the longest. Yeah. That just feels weird. Let's grab these ones we don't need, chuck them away. There's the toxin one that's just spawned. There it is. Some degrees cool, some strange. Yep, very true. Got all the toxin we need. We just need the cold ones. Cold's over here. More cold. You prefer enemies that still have to be tanky than do more damage? I mean, the tank is already quite a lot, and Steel Path buffs up their damage, their tank, not their damage, based on level. Yeah, they get a massive hit point boost. Used to also be a boost to armor, but that is capped. But still, 250%.
Fight on.
Yeah, why not? Alchemista? Cheers. Say, I had a question earlier, thought I'd ask on stream. How do you cheese Steel Path they heck? Enjoy the bolster on him, it's been less enjoyable. That's a good question. So Vey heck with his Robo Chicken contraption, yeah? How would you go about cheesing that one? I mean, I don't know if you can even armor strip him, I'll be honest. Well, for starters, you can skip the first few phases. Don't know if you're aware about that moon. You can just go straight to the final arena. The game will have him spawn along the way. You don't have to fight him there. Just keep going forwards. So that's one bit of cheese you can do. Yeah, you've done that one? Alright. Beyond that, yeah, it's just... shoot the weak spots. You didn't even know there were phases? Yeah, he spawns in multiple locations where the design is that you're supposed to fight him for a bit and then he sods off and says, "I'm done here! Finish them off!" Something like that. Of course, the Grenadier never successfully finishes you off and then you fight him again. Blah 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 blah. How to cheese it though? I'm really not sure there is much more a cheese otherwise. It's just an encounter. Armor strip him if you can. Shoot the weak spots, take him out. Oh. Ghost napalm wants to be ghost napping, apparently. Pop. There's your timeout. Enjoy. Do slows work on him? I have no idea. This isn't exactly a boss that I have painstakingly researched, so I don't have a lot of the potential cheese answers. It's not like I can go, oh, well, something works on another boss, so work on him, because the E isn't that consistent, to put it bluntly. Question of boss fights? Yep. I mean, at one point, D had to make it where every part of Vahek was a weak point, because the weak point system broke and he became invulnerable to damage. So until they could fix that, they made it where you could just shoot him wherever. And that was in the game for a while. You just need to clear the node? Yeah. I understand on that. The only other things I can generally suggest is type matching and making sure you don't let him heal. You know, clear the other Grineer around him, because I think they can be used to heal him. If I'm remembering the mechanics correctly. I might not be, I'll be honest. It's been a while. What is this guy's level? 3,346. Nice. Yeah, it's not mechanics I'm particularly familiar with. I suppose Winds of Dome and Circa I can have a look if you remind me. That is specifically post-circuit. What are my thoughts about the boss's invulnerability phases? I don't have huge thoughts on it at this point. I acknowledge that DE are baked into a corner with the damage system. I know that a lot of bosses can have very annoyingly long invuln phases, but that really ends up just being what it is. Okay, cool. My other guy got broken all the way over here. Gonna go swing at this pecker. There we are. Might have been me, might have been someone else, but he's up. Whoopsies. Sure, why not? Yep, dodge the hole. Enemies hiding down here. Always an annoying spot for them to be in. Jump over the rock. And swing at the legs. There we are. And then back the other way. Got the stab. Under Understanding, let him swap out invulnerability or weak points in your boss fights to damage attenuation. See, I have a problem with damage attenuation in that it feels like you're no longer allowed to just fight the enemies. Instead, you're fighting the time that the enemies are supposed to be alive. It feels like you hit a limit not as a result of the enemy defenses, but the game deciding you're too good. And that doesn't feel right to me. I understand why do you do it. Again, they've kind of baked themselves into a corner with just how strong we've gotten. It's just... It ain't the best.
The foe has fallen. Stab it to the heart.
Alright.
Skill
That round done. On to the next.
you have
It's another defense round. Sure, let's go for it.
This struggle goes on for as long as you can stand.
Yeah, the Jackal's iframes are okay because they're not really that long and there is a mechanic going on that you can easily handle. It's not like the boss is actively shooting you in a normal fashion and just stood there going, haha, your guns that can obliterate an entire asteroid are doing nothing right now because I say so. That's where iframes feel the worst. And we say iframes. No, these ain't iframes, these are invulnerability phases, or if anything, complete invulnerability except for moments of vulnerability. It's not iframes, it's V-frames. Those ones suck, because you have to wonder, how is this guy able to stand up to this weapon? This is a weapon that can kill God. This is a weapon with 2 billion damage. You can't just say no to that. What kind of kid logic bullshit is this, Maple Leaf? Nah, your laser 5000 Incarnon doesn't work because I have the boss tag. So yeah, you can't use that. What? I'm just going to grab that. I'm not even shooting. I'm going to grab it because it's 2 degrees. What do you mean bosses Mesmer skin? Imagine if there was actual Mesmer skin bosses which also then stunned you for a few seconds on shooting them at the wrong time. That would suck. It's like right now, I'm basically tanking through invulnerability because no other tank would work. I keep on running out of hit points and immediately regenerating new ones because that is the only defense at this level. What do I have? Revenants is loud in Conclave? Yeah, he's kind of strong. Because he doesn't just stun, he also reflects the damage back, if I recall correctly. It's just that NPC damage and player damage are 2 entirely different ballparks. How does Iron Skin work in Conclave? I don't know. Ask one of the 5 people who play it. I think the circuit has managed to demonstrate to a broader group of people than ever before just how stupid the level scaling can be in this game. At the same time, it gives people the impression that they are defeating level 5000s with their weapons and their setups. It's like, well, the decrees are. This is not a normal weapon. This is a weapon that has been basically god-moded. I've not modded it to deal with level 5000 enemies. The game has just given me permission to kill them. That guy should not die that quick.
The enemy has been exhausted. If only for now. Leave now or later. But leave you must. For the undercroft.
Killing enemies restores health. I really don't need this one. But it's gold. Yeah, exactly, Ladybug, yeah. Default modding weapons, Steel Path Circuit, is a possibility. It's not as easy as using properly modded weapons, granted, but it is doable. The decrees are insane scaling buffs. Like I said, we are tanking through immortality. Whether it's Overguard Gate, Shield Gate, being untargetable through permanent invisibility. Health tanks at this point have failed. You don't get a health tank at level 6771. You just don't. Anyone purporting otherwise will most likely be deriving most of their tank from not health, probably crowd control. Or just killing them before you get shot at. That's not tanking. If you're not taking the hit, you're not tanking the hit. Yeah, it's an odd design space. I wasn't that amazed with it when it came out. I was like, yay, level cap, so quick, so accessible. One, the numbers scaling this much actually show a problem, not a feature. And two, is it even really level cap? Because of everything that's added to it, is it really level cap? The iframes while casting on Dante, as much as they provide a defense, they aren't a reliable tank. It's not like you are using dodge rolls from Dark Souls to get out of major boss attacks. You can't rely on using Dante's casting immortality to keep you alive fully. They're a bonus, yes, but that's the extent of it. It's a bonus. Yeah, killing them before they kill you is a survival strategy. It's just not a tank strategy. That you happen to be alive is because you've stopped the enemies from being able to reach the condition of killing you. Sure. But that is not tank. It'd be like saying that high tank is good damage dealing because you can deal damage for longer. It's like, that's not increasing your damage. That you can keep applying your damage, sure. But that's not actually increasing your damage. It's reduced the amount of time you have to spend on evasion. Something like that.
Your life support expires in 30 seconds.
High damage is not a form of crowd control either? Correct, yeah. Like, removing the crowds? Sure, but it's not crowd control. It's killing. That they achieve similar goals of prevent enemies hitting the objective? Sure. But it's still different.
60 seconds left.
A pie and a cake can both make for a tasty treat, but they are not the same recipe. Opinions on the potential of Hydroid. Hydroid's a very strong and capable Warframe, ever since his rework. Very nice, have fun. It's not crowd control, it's crowd carnage. Sure. Good word choice, yeah.
You have 60 seconds.
Yeah, but the timer is 30, so we're fine, Teshi. Don't get touchy, Teshi. It still feels like this damage output shouldn't be possible. But it's what we got. Well, Rhino's your favourite frame? Is it extremely easy and lazy tanking? It's why I prefer to go for Revenant when it comes to really, really tanking.
You not to be content with merely doing enough.
I know that Rhino comes with Raw, but Revenant's tank isn't hit point based. It's hit based. And that means that it sustains into higher levels better. Sure, if you get the right circumstances with Rhino, you can get some crazy, crazy numbers, which will survive for a long while. But that's pretty much Jade Xmas. That's pretty much the feature you're looking for at that point. For ordinary gameplay levels, yeah, Rhino is amazing. Revenant takes it that little bit further. And has a better crowd control, to be honest. Oh, need to do this in Operator. I'm not even doing finishers, I'll grab it for double decree. I've said that with so many now, because I've got the really good ones. Yeah, I know that Rhino's kit certainly lends itself some nice options. With Revenant, though, Revenant is actually really nice in the circuit, certainly if you're solo, because not only have you got that tank, which is nice to have, but also you can use him for turning enemies into thralls, and with that, you then have very good area control for defending excavators and defense objectives. Was he not over there? Okay. There he is. Because yeah, if you turn just a couple enemies into thralls, other enemies will then start targeting them, and as soon as you hit the 7 thrall cap, you've just got 2 factions of enemies, one on your side, one on theirs, surrounding the objective, all fighting each other, and you're just chilling, picking off the few of them that aren't getting distracted. It's very good. I genuinely say that Revenant's 4th ability is his weakest one, because as much as it can get work done, it doesn't really connect with anything else. Yeah. I should make Corrupted Arcanes? I don't know if they should, but it's certainly an interesting idea. I'm falling. There we are. Alright, let's see what degree I can pick up here. Let's do that one. And let's excavate. 30 karate head start. Yeah, where did that come from? Can I give you advice on what to buy from Nightwave? If you have not yet had Vauban. If you are short on Nitane. If you have obtained both of those to plentiful supply, grab yourself the Aura mods that you don't have yet. If you have the Aura mods, at that point you can probably just kind of branch out to whatever you please. We're level cap? Hey! Well, isn't that nice? We're at level cap, and we haven't even finished the week circuit. Does that say the levels scale too quick, or that the rewards scale too slow? Alright, new thing to try and defend. Now we at least have power cells, or a power cell. This thing has about 500,000 hit points. We'll see how well we can keep that alive. Hello, Chitty World. Welcome in again. Power core. Use that to recharge this one's shields. That was necessary. I just gave it like 90,000 hit points and they vanished. Whoa. Oh wow, it just took so much damage there. And I swear the damage, yeah, does these not have a shield gate? I guess they don't, because I saw it take shield and health damage at the same time. Or oh, it probably uses NPC shield gate, which isn't 100% protection. That's what it is. That's quite possibly what it is anyway. Well, that popped. Because I feel like if they had no shield gate, we would see them insta-popping more. But an NPC shield gate, that makes sense. If that's indeed what it is. NPC shield gate bypassed a headshot? Yeah, but, not sure on the relevant... Okay. I was looking. I blinked. Yeah, this is going to be painful. This is going to be painful. This is where crowd control will be the one. Thing is, I don't have crowd control. I can buck. I can bird. I can tank. And that's going to have to be it. I guess just grab power cells, hold them, and then the moment the shields drop, we'll immediately refill them. Oh. Oh yeah, we're still powering it properly at the moment. What made the fart noise when the XC died? The excavator? Probably me. Probably me blowing a raspberry. Did I just scan something? Okay. Let's see if we can keep this one alive for 5 seconds.
Enemies are assaulting your excavator.
No!
Your excavator is
No, we cannot.
destruction.
Okay. That's
Allow the enemy to destroy
that's
an
unreasonable. I mean, I have had an excavator die in 1 frame before now, and that was not a level cap. But still, this is unreasonable. Use the birds? I'm using fucking everything, dude. But thank you for the backseat. Much appreciated. NBC Shieldgate doesn't have shorter iframes specifically. Well, I think it does, but that's not the point. It's the point that the NBC Shieldgate is only 90% effective, not 100%. So if you deal enough damage to them, you will kill them. The exception to this, for some reason, is some Corpus cameras. Some Corpus cameras have true Shieldgate. For some reason. I'm just going to sit here and hold the line. I've got a power cell in hand, so the moment the shields drop on this, even by 1 hit point, I'll put them back up. How do we go past the defense on second level cap without crowd control? We haven't done defense level cap yet. We'll see. Anti-walking feels wrong? Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? This is a little cursed. This is a bit cursed. Which means it probably also happens with Wisp. I'm just going to keep spinning. It's a neat trick. Ouch. Oh, now we're hovering. I don't know what changed, but now we're able to hover again. Was it? I have no idea. Oh, it's specifically secondary out. If I melee, I can hover again. Interesting. Alright, so long as we defend this for 23 seconds, we are finished with this round. 23 seconds, that's all. 15. 20. 21. 22. 23. Alright, everyone bail away from it. Let it die.
Excavator lost.
There it is.
Your work would
Alchemy time.
waste end. You have gained much. If you choose, you may now leave. Enemies are assaulting your excavator.
It's alright, Chillywell. You don't need to give multiple excuses as to why you backseat gamed. You just backseat gamed, that's all.
Of exceptional people.
The quality of your stream, the quality of your internet is irrelevant to it. Your ability to see or not see the buff is irrelevant to it. All that really matters is understand when I ask, don't backseat game. I'm saying, just don't tell me how to play the game. People here are watching because I do have half an idea what's going on. Believe it or not. No backseat game by occasion accidentally? Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm more aware of it since becoming a streamer myself than before when watching other people's streams. Likewise, I'm more aware of the kind of questions which are just unhelpful. The kind of interactions that turn someone into an asshole, that kind of thing. When you have 100+ people interacting, or at least watching and ready to interact, you get more of an idea as to how it all comes together. Have I tested out the Stalker Spectre? I haven't, no. No, it became available whilst I was moving house, so kind of a priority there. This whole week has been more focus on moving house than Warframe. Alright, one more electric. We'll have this one done. Someone grabbed it. Excellent. So now we need heat and toxin for some gas. Seriously though, there's no way I should be able to cut through and tank level cap. This just feels wrong. It is, again, immortality tanking, but it's still tanking. I am taking the hits and not dying as a result. Alright, Chillywell. You are starting to become a nuisance. I've made clear about your nuisancing. You might want to pick up the point on that and maybe think before you give suggestions to a streamer any further. If you continue, you will come across as an arsehole. We don't take kindly to that around here. Last warning. Right, a few more M4s. By bit to say anything, I like doing streamer in-game interacting wise, sending builds for rating or if they need an okay build for budget. Fair enough. I don't usually rate people's builds on account of the fact that a lot of people will build a build as far as they can usually take it. Instead, I find it better to just provide builds. And if someone wants to use something different, well, then my advice is immaterial, because I already provided the build.
I imagine the long-departed scholar would have been impressed with how you've wielded his crucibles today.
How we doing? Still got more to go? Alright, we'll keep going.
It is my duty to make extraordinary demands of exceptional people.
What we got? Headshot, gain, extra damage. I might land some headshots. Let's try it. I agree, Rebecan, yeah. Being able to get to level cap in circuit without reaching max rank for the week is wild. Like, why do we have to continue at that point? How the hell have we not gone far enough? How long have we been here? 1.5 hours. Okay, granted, 1.5 hours for potentially 2 incarnate adapters and the other rewards would be a bit quick. That would be a bit quick. But still. It's more the level scaling is just absolutely bonkers. And at the same point, like, we're at level cap, and it doesn't feel like I'm having to try more than a normal Steel Path mission. Does it get harder after level cap? Nope. It can't get any higher. That's it, it's capped. From this point on, the enemies cannot get stronger. We just get stronger. So even though this is already just feeling like ordinary Steel Path, it's just going to keep on doing it. It's just going to keep on feeding us more power. The only power that it can't give us is hit point tank. That physically cannot come back. So we tank through invulnerability. Imagine if the uncapped level. They might run into some problems with integer overflows for various figures at that point. I'm not sure how far someone would have to extrapolate to reach that point, but I'm sure someone would find it. Imagine endurance fans? Yeah, I try not to think about them too much. The simple reality is that the mod scaling of this game was not designed to handle people engaging with level cap on the regular. Level cap is an extrapolation of the leveling system. It is not the designed existence of Warframe. So the more able we are to handle level cap, the less relevant the rest of level scaling becomes. You only have to look at new players that struggle on Saturn, or then struggle on Sedna, or struggle on Tier 4 Void, or struggle on Assorti, or struggle on Arbitrations, or struggle on Steel Path for the first time, or struggle on Steel Path bosses. All of these lovely, lovely barriers that people encounter, all these moments of the level scaling actually working appropriately, and then finding they need to get more power. And then you become able to just kill God by looking at him. And every balancing is just gone now.
The enemy has been held at bay.
Alright, assassination, I'm sure we can handle.
Congratulations are in order.
Here's Rebecan.
You lay your sword aside and rest.
Nope, I'll pick that in a moment. Here we go. Parkour speed, why not? Can use it. There we are. If you want the perspective as to just how wild damage scaling and just player power levels are at this point of the game, with Miralabe on the previous stream, we hit negative damage cap with a shot from the Amprex. The Amprex, a rapid-firing beam multi-target weapon, negative damage cap. Not only was it negative damage cap, it was the first bit of damage I dealt to that enemy. So the beam wasn't even at its own full power. How did that happen? Banshee. Miralabe's very strong Banshee applies some absolutely disgusting damage multipliers. And it's the fact that that kind of thing is possible. Not only that we could reach those kinds of multipliers, but also that such a Warframe could live for more than 5 seconds to actually apply said multipliers. That they hadn't min-maxed to the point of losing their tank. Or at least not losing too much tank. If we were to fail a defense at this point, we would keep all of our progress up to this point. After a long time of neglecting one of the key features of roguelites, that they don't encourage you to quit while you're ahead, they did finally introduce it. But yeah. If we fail a defense now, we still keep everything we got up to our defense. And that is good. Up.
It will not get up again.
And she has no tanks, she has none to lose. In a sense, yeah. In a sense.
Jackal.
But you can invest into tanking to Banshee. That's the point, is that Miralabe took the trade of not having to. Or at least not having to so much. Zom, you dipping out? Nope, okay.
Goes on for as long as you can stay.
Alright, defense. Let's see what happens here. Sorry, let's do that. I don't know how that's going to affect the crit chance calculation, but let's give everyone the crit damage. Funny numbers time. That was not what I was looking for. Where is it? Where is it? I can hear it. Oh, it's under. God damn it. There it is. I'm not putting the fire one on. That'll break the mods. I'll just do that one, whatever. It's not even a second bullet jump, it's just a second mid-air jump. It's pathetic. Alright, level cap defense. Let's see how this goes. Wonder how it works multiple people have that decree. Lots of crits, I guess. And that is a complete guess, because there's no way to know. Not without just having it. Well, so far so good, I guess. It's not like the excavators, which just instantly evaporate. This thing has as many shields as the excavators have health. And then it has like 4-ish times the health again. Plus the enemies are a little bit less gung-ho about blowing them up. Not sure why or how, but they are. Yeah, this is how insanely overscaled this is. I'm not paying attention to my efficiency, my energy. I'm barely looking at my tank. I'm more listening at my tank. And then I'm just going up to enemies and holding E until they stop. Going up to enemies, there they are. I expect them to be charging a little bit more effectively than that. Hey, broski. Excavator scaling has to be fixed. Excavators are a bit of a problem, but that's also the level scaling of it. They work just fine before the levels get into the thousands. Once they get into the thousands, they're insane, yeah. By the same token, Like, you'd expect you should want to have a defensive frame to defend an objective. What's the point of defensive frames if offensive frames can defend an objective? You catch my drift? It'd be like, you know, what would be the point of adding extra hit points if the hit points you already had were enough to tank? You don't need the extra hit points.
Like ashes, the enemy has been scattered to the void.
Yeah, defensive frames do struggle with overguard, so the most threatening enemies then ignore defensive frames as well. At least defensive crowd control based frames, rather than walling frames. Now we got survival. We've handled the defense handily. Yeah, the defense objective, part of the reason I can give for it being so much tankier than an excavator is because it's a failure condition. If an excavator dies, you grab the next one. If the defense objective dies, that's it, you're done. Go home. It's time. Speed! I can cosplay Titania now. I can bump into all the walls. Look at me go. Slash that guy's head off from nowhere. Any dev stream news? The dev stream's not happened yet. The most recently announced dev stream is upcoming, so no, there are not any details I can give you on that. Is camera flipping from 2 speed still a thing? I think that got patched out. Because that was with Gauss. Oh, is that a setting? Oh, I must have disabled it then. Okay. To be honest, HUD movement I do find problematic for a number of reasons, not least of which for video editing. With my HUD staying static, all of the features of the HUD will always be in the exact same spot. Like the hit point bar always stays where the hit point bar is. It never goes off screen, it never distorts. So if I need to show it, I can crop down to that spot and it will still be there. It doesn't warble around just because I'm moving. I can see why HUD movement exists. It adds to the immersion in a similar way to view bobbing on Minecraft. I just don't like it. I don't need that kind of immersion. I don't find myself in real life when I'm moving around, observing the bobbing of the world around me. My eyes and my brain stabilize that image. Fun fact, you can observe that stabilization failing if you look at, for example, an LCD display on an oven whilst munching on some crisps, because it makes the clock timer appear to vibrate. That was weird to look at. Yeah. Does Steel Path do matchmaking for the circuit, or do you have to form your own squad before? It has matchmaking. And it is a separate one from normal mode, so it'll be the Steel Path people only queue. You'll have people intentionally in Steel Path, theoretically. Some of them don't realise they left it on. That's just a thing. I mean, with the speed and the bullet jumps I have, I am near enough at just Titania levels, aren't I? I do just take flight and then Duarte them to death. Need wings on your back to complete the feel? Yeah. Sadly, I'm not Chroma, so I can't just spontaneously make them. And that might be one of the few times you've ever heard the phrase, sadly, I'm not Chroma. If Titania isn't sprinting, true. If Titania sprints, then she just is on the other side of the map. Doesn't matter how big the map is, she's just on the other side of it. But we're halfway there. Which, you know, for a sword wizard, not too bad. I accidentally just climbed that tree. Five more seconds. There we go. And we're at 9 out of... No, we're at 8 out of 10. God damn. It's one thing to say that, oh, we got to level cap, we hadn't got to rank 10. We got to level cap and we hadn't got to rank 8. Ugh. Let's go killing, I guess. Oops, okay. I tried slamming at the enemy. Apparently I slammed at the void. Rip. My bad. Slam. Okay, that was an effective slam. I actually did do some good work. Your favorite thing is people asking you how you control Titania speed. Yeah, do you do it at 30 FPS? Ew. Zombie, you trigger so many people with that, and I'm sure you know that. How dare. Alright, let's grab a thing. Sure, why not? More rage! Gonna hover for a moment. I hovered so far and so fast that my view model just vanished. Dante unlocked out of bounds invisibility for a moment. I'm still killing those guys so quick. I mean, even the armored ones kind of just perish. But the corpus ones especially, they just fall over. How did that slam not hurt her? What the hell was that? I slammed right next to her and she just kind of shifted to the side. Ow. Ow. I felt cheated. Oh, hey. Get level capped. Just... yeah. Practical solution, leave the stratosphere. I mean, if it works, you know. We are currently outside of ordinary space and time. Why let simple things like map boundaries constrain us?
Little by little,
There we go.
madness of the undercroft
Oh, that should be filling up so much more for this, but whatever.
is curbed. Leave now or later, but leave you must.
Inflicting status effect restores health. I really don't think I need that. Every second you're moving, gain damage. That I can use. It's excavation. We have a 5 head start. Oh, this is going to be a freaking pain in the ass. Nope. I landed and lost all of my overguard. Now I know how the excavator feels. Where's the other fragment? Oh, okay. Took me out of it. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Hold the line. I'm going to stand back from it because I can power it and restore its shields at the same time, which will no doubt become necessary in the next millisecond or so. I'll just fill it, whatever. Go grab that next power cell. Yep, don't go over it. We're on a time limit. Gotta get back to it. There we are. So now if I stand next to it, I should prevent it from dying. Does the circuit get harder with each stage, even when you're already at level cap? No. It gets easier because it can't get harder, and we keep picking up more power. What is that? Of course, infinite ammo with the fire rate boost. Oh, that popped. Which one even shot it? I'm looking around. No one had line of sight on it. As far as I could see. What the hell? Nope, my game stuttered for a moment there. Not sure what I did, but the world did not like it.
Excavator under attack. Excavator is severely damaged. Protect it or lose it. You allowed the enemy to destroy an excavator.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, Teshin, don't really care. I'm just firing a rapid fire buck. It is surprisingly effective to say I've not been investing specifically into the buck. Doesn't this thing cost energy to use? Whatever energy cost it is, it ain't that bad. I'm just holding down the fire button at this point. And that guy could not be hit by me. He was being dragged. Far better than I could aim. Judgment Day, he says to the dude who is firing a spellbook. At 10,000 rounds per minute, it feels like. There is no judgment here. There is only Dante. Oh, sorry, yeah, not rounds per minute, words per minute. You're very right, Fight Bitson. You are very, very right. Okay, I should probably be helping with this again. I've had my moment. I fired the things. Where's the power cell? There's one right here. Where is it? Freaking under a rock? Your 2 button does not like you much right now? What are you playing again? Giant. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Made it through that. All of my combo has expired. Oh no. Whatever shall I do without my combo on my melee? Oh, apparently fall off the map. Twice. I'm back. Just fly in. This is level cap, no combo melee on a combo build. You would think those words would say this will not work. This is the circuit. Such concerns are beyond us. How do you get attachments to signed artists for Warframes without platinum? You can purchase some signed artists from, for example, the Syndicate shops. Same with attachments, you can get armor pieces from the 6-core syndicates as well. You can pick up various bits and pieces from other locations in general. You can get them from events that happen. You can purchase some bits from Barakatia when he visits. Like, there are places to pick them up, absolutely. It's just that you won't immediately get access to them, unlike with Platinum. Is there any use for the minus 50% vouchers you get from Daily Tribute other than buying Platinum? It's a voucher to get additional Platinum. That's what it's there for. Jesus, you did a lot of damage to this whilst they looked. Fuck. Couldn't save it. But the other one will do enough. Where is the Syndicate shop? So if you go to the panel to the left of navigation, you'll see the Syndicate panel there if you have reached MR3. If you've not reached MR3 yet, you haven't yet unlocked Syndicates. Okay. Back to the grind, as it were. We'll charge this one up as quickly as we can. Good old corrosive. That's about the voucher because you got got it in 3 days. Can't afford to use the last one. Yeah. Just because you get the voucher doesn't mean you have to use it. If you're not in a position to use it, don't use it. It's an advert. What level are we up to now? Oh, we've been at level cap for a while, Esprit. We've been at level cap for a few rounds now. We got there at like 1 minute 15, we're at 1 minute 53 now, yeah. Yeah, we've been going alright. Which goes to show you have very long minutes where you live. Am I lagging a bit? My movement feels off. Maybe I'm just moving wrong because of the, what do you call it, the degree. Cool, now we're on to making viral. Let's go do that. Why is there a power cell here? Okay. Grabbing all of those amphors. Thank you, got that one. Here's one. Yeah, this damage is kind of a little bit silly. Throw it in. There we go. Grab these toxins. Cool, toxin's fully done, we just need the gold. You don't have the willpower to stay in the circuit this long. It helps that I've got decent gear. Like, so it feels like I am constantly able to do stuff, but not having to do too much. Space Cadet, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome into the channel proper. Enjoy your lovely blue sub badge, your emotes, your access to the supporter T Lounge over on the Discord, and no more ads for you. Not to mention on the Discord, you don't just get access to the chat channel there, you also get access to the VIP lounge for the chat, voice chat, which can frequently include a little bit of after-hours Kengineer, out of stream and video. Fair warning, it's even more unhinged than streams can be. Yeah, let's do that to people. Yeah, we've been here nearly 2 hours. And still not maxed out the week's stuff. If you have 2 hours of playtime in a week, which is a not tiny amount of time to have to a hobby every single week, this shows that that 2 hours will be insufficient just to do circuit. You would have to go through it level 5 at a time. And just anything that spawns level 6 and above would be unreasonable for you. Can't be any worse than some creator VCs? Yeah, no, it's definitely not worse than some, as you so eloquently put it. We do still have moderation, absolutely. In fact, you'll very frequently find a moderator or myself in that voice chat. But yeah. You hit close to 100 million damage with Vorman's Flechette Orb. Yikes. Yeah, it does do a bit with all these degrees, doesn't it? And all the other benefits just pouring in. Up to you, Zob. The VIP lounge is there as a lounge. You can join into it any time, and it's just like the general public voice chat, but it's VIPs only. I will say you are more likely to see me in the VIP one than the general public one, just as a matter of course, really. What to do after getting Steel Path, doing all quests and getting the frames you want? What do you mean? Now you get to enjoy the game. Use your frames, use your upgrades. Slaughter the content. Improve your arsenal, get the additional weapons, get the incarnants, upgrade everything to maximum. Former. Fashion frame. Get 50 sets of prime frames to hand out to new players because you feel like it. Roll a Riven 2,000 times. Form a Revorben 2,000 times. Play the game. Get to MR40? That might take a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Put 7 Umbral Form on a Sevagoth Shadow? I'll do you one better than that. Put 7 Umbral Form on your Rayleigh. Because we're not even at tier 9. Ah.
Thanks to you.
Oh, I finally got Status Effect Steel double damage. Cool, I'm sure that's going to help me one-shot enemies.
To make extraordinary demands of exceptional people.
Other mods, buff race splice besides condition overload. I cover that in my stat stick guide. Check that out. Ah. That's interesting, Big Stra. You say it, Steel Path is where the fun is at. There are those that disagree. There are those that see Steel Path as just an extension of the level system and adding extra challenge for the sake of extra challenge. From their perspective, they see Steel Path as ruining a lot of the fixed damage abilities you have in Warframes, the ones that can only benefit from strength, because the enemy hit points then scale just too far. So then they prefer the variety enabled by being against non-Steel Path enemies. But there are still different perspectives on even that. Steel Path was originally introduced as basically easy access to higher levels, rather than having to spend an hour or plus in a survival mission. But how long do you have to spend in a normal survival to get to level 100? I think it's more than an hour, actually. And then it was to also enable those higher levels to exist on non-endless game modes. But following that, DE have made it more and more significant of a game mode. With the introduction of things like Steel Essence there, and the Acolytes, and adding in the Incarnate Steel Path circuit, increased rewards for being on Steel Path, like mission rewards, not just the resource boost.
Serve as a warning. Duviri
Yeah.
is defended.
Alright, surely this defense will end us. I mean, the previous level cap one didn't, but maybe this one will.
And rest. Or fight on.
You were Steel Path 8 when it first launched? Yeah, fair enough. I see it as another game feature. Not necessarily to love or hate, it just is. It just is. I wonder if I even need to be casting my defensive abilities at this point, because I'm getting overguard from straight up melee kills. Probably still a good idea. Especially for the team benefit. Gotta make sure I focus the enemies which are close to the objective. Can I go in here, please? That are close to the objective. Did this bounce me up? Nope, I got launched for some other reason. Okay. Zom, I would say maybe don't stop using your abilities. Don't stop using your abilities, yeah. Find the right negative combo there. Yeah, keep using abilities. Because if your crowd control is, you know, keeping this thing from dying, we kind of need that. Let's face it, our crowd control options are a little bit limited. Mirage could set traps, but then that's about it. After you. Good lord, that is a paragraph of a request. Engineer, please help me figure out about what they mean about one account when I log in on after a very long time. Like, if I transfer my main account data to a PC, is it a one-way ticket and can never be reverted back to the console that I was playing on originally? Playing on, stuck on PC forever. Holy fuck, dude, have you heard of a full stop? Welcome on into the channel, but what the hell was that? If I'm gonna help, I need to be able to read what you've written, but let me see. So, what do they mean about one account, full stop, when I log in after a very long time? Like, if I transfer my main account data to a PC, is it a one-way ticket? It can never be reverted back to console. I think you're talking about the crossplay, which means you make it one account across all platforms. You don't take it away from console. It works on all platforms. So you might want to pay attention to what's actually popping up on the site when you go to do the account merging thing. It tells you exactly what is happening. You're merging the accounts, not taking it away from a platform. And yes, any action you take there is permanent. If you merge, it's merged. If you link, it's linked. Done. No take-backs, because there's no need, no reason, no purpose for a take-back. It's just done. But please, for the love of God, learn how to format a sentence. Hey, defense complete. How we doing? We're getting there. We're getting there. Nearly at it. Nearly.
I advise you not to be content with merely doing enough.
Out tea? Okay. Oh, that has reminded me just how cold this room is at the moment. That is a very cold tea. They're not usually that cold. Because the room is not usually this far below room temperature. Oh, the plumber cannot turn up soon enough tomorrow. Your heart stops when I consider stopping casting my overguard ability. You get crushed. Oh, are you relying on my overguard? Okay. Alright. I need to, Sure, let's do that. Oops, wrong button. Yep. Anyone about how many stages it take me to finish? I mean, anyone who's paid attention knows exactly how many it is. I'm just kind of going with the flow. So you can play on both, obviously not at the exact same time simultaneously. Yeah, exactly. If you merge or link your accounts, you'll then have one single account which can be played on Xbox, or PlayStation, or Switch, or PC, or mobile, and it's the same account. There are some slight weirdy schmeardinesses because the console companies like to be arseholes. So for example, Platinum that you purchase on Switch can only be used on Switch or traded to Switch players. It cannot be used on non-Switch platforms, even on the same account. Even though having spent it, you can use the benefits on every platform. Switch is stupid like that, and that is entirely Nintendo's doing. They could just be like, oh yeah, no, yeah, that's fine. Cross-platform, sure, go for it. But nope. Not pre-existing contracts do pre-existing contract things. And DE have done the best they can to work through those contracts. Like, if you've ever dealt with contracts even remotely close to the scale that DE are working with there, you would know they've done their absolute best to make it as smooth as possible. I do not fault them for what troubles remain on that side. Right, to give you guys an example as the kind of contract bullshit you can deal with platforms, if you want to subscribe to my Patreon, which by the way you definitely should, look into it, it's cheaper than subscribing on Twitch. For the last year at least. But if you want to subscribe on Patreon, if you did it through the iOS app, it would cost you 30% more. For the exact same subscription. And the reason it would cost you 30% more is because recently, Apple have finally forced Patreon to kowtow to their rules. They're saying, nope, you're using our iOS store, therefore we get a 30% cut of sales. That's it. That's the entire reason.
You have 60 seconds.
So if you want to subscribe to Patreon, instead of using the app on iOS, which you can still use once you've subscribed, you instead go through your web browser on the very same device and subscribe there first. Then you get the normal rate. It's... And one has to wonder, what is Apple actually providing to take a 30% cut? What are they really providing at that point to demand such a cut? When Patreon themselves take an 8% cut. When you subscribe through Patreon, 90% of what you spend, not counting sales taxes, makes it to me. Because there's a little bit that goes on transaction fees, and there's a little bit that goes to Patreon. Compared to here on Twitch, where less than 50% reaches me. I'd have to double check the rates, but I think... Oh god, thank you for the overguard, I needed that. I'd have to double check the rates, but I think subscribing on Patreon at the lowest tier actually gives me about the same money as subscribing on Twitch at the lowest tier, despite the fact that Twitch is so much more expensive. Because of the fees. So to then have another 30%, which also affects Twitch. Buying subs on Twitch app on iOS, I think, is also more expensive than through web. Or at least it was. And you can't get the same drops on the Twitch app as you can on a web browser. Because again, these contracts. I just... Platforms really do make it a pain. Platforms really do make it a pain. Yeah, on Twitch app it's subscribing $6. Yeah, there we are then. And how much is it for you normally? Like on the web browser? Why play Delivery? We're doing the circuit. I felt like doing the circuit today. Doesn't PlayStation take 30% of the games you buy in their store? Honestly, not sure on that one. Wouldn't surprise me, but I'm not sure. I think... I can't remember what the Steam cut is from game sales. Not sure on that one. Seems somewhere 2030. Yeah, I know it's in that ballpark, but I don't know what the actual rate is. Yeah. I mean, it's a valid question by Bitson. I might have been trying to get a specific item. Granted, the thinking emoji does not suggest that was the nature of the question, but it may have been. Could just be an odd use of the emoji. Yeah, this is why Patreon is one of the recommended ways to support creators, because they take such a small cut in comparison. Like, the only way that I get a bigger cut of what you spend on me is if you just tip me directly. And if you tip me directly, it's a tip. You just tip me. Which, granted, is nice if you do it, but it is just a tip. Whereas, with the Patreon subscription, you get access to Supports Tea Lounge. You get access to the behind the scenes with Patreon, which includes builds that I post up on there. So you don't have to keep referring back to the videos if you don't wish to. If you go for the higher tier, you also get access to Meet the Math. And in the future, I am looking at expanding to another mid-tier between the second and third. But not as yet. Things to flesh out on that side. And I know it's been a while, but still to flesh out. Does it grant you Twitch privileges? No, Patreon does not give you the Twitch stuff. That's why Twitch is still Twitch's thing. Twitch, you get the ad-free viewing here. You get the emotes, which you can also use on Discord, on any Discord, not just my own. Because Twitch emotes from subscribing also act like you have Nitro. You can use them anywhere on Discord. At least if the servers allow you to use external emotes. TV moment, that will not give you that. You have a friend who loves the snake emotes a lot? Hey! Are you in fact that friend, Tom? I know it's not what you mean, but... You do also have a strong appreciation for snakes, it is well known. I just realised we're on excavation again. I really don't want excavation. Let's do the thing. You thought that's what did that? No, 7TV or other browser extensions don't allow you to use the premium modes of this channel on any Discord you damn well please. They don't even allow you to use it on the main Discord. 7TV is an entirely different extension for just adding additional emotes into chats in general. And there's a variety of them. 7TV, Better TTV, and some others.
Excavator lost.
No, goodbye, Excavator.
Waste end.
Yeah, with Twitch, you get the app reviewing, you get the emotes, you get the badge, you get the alerts, the recognition, you get the access to the supporter T Lounge. All of that bundled together. If you go for Patreon, you instead have the Patreon feed, and the amount of access to said feed depends on if you're tier 1 or tier 2. T2Go doesn't have access to Meet the Math. Proper Cover does have access to Meet the Math. It's as simple as that. You get the role on Discord, which is where you get the access to Supporter T Lounge. So for subscribing here on Twitch, tier 1, 2, and 3 subs have subscriber, subscriberer, and subscriberist. Patreon has supporter, or if you take the top tier, infinity supporter. Patreon, you also get the video credits that you don't get with Twitch. With Twitch, you've already got the credits in the streams. And then there's also YouTube membership, because some people apparently wanted that, so it exists. But it exists at an almost very technical level. You get video credits, badge next to your name in the YouTube comments, and you make your comments stand out more to me, basically. The YouTube side of it is not anywhere near as fleshed out, because it doesn't provide really anything that I can't already provide you with Twitch and Patreon. But it is there.
Excavator under attack.
Oh god, that one evaporated.
Is on the brink of destruction.
That was Remy.
Lost. Your work wasted.
We can help you out there, Joker King.
Assaulting your excavator.
Alright, we wait on the next one. I think I may have set one going early, but it's fine.
Enemies are assaulting your
Jeez, I didn't even get time to pick up the power cell I've grabbed.
severely damaged.
Frick!
Protect it.
Alright,
Lose it. You allow the enemy
Alright.
to destroy an excavator.
we'll grab the next one, I guess. That one lived 8 seconds. Excavation moment? Yeah, very much so. You notice for everyone else, you won't be able to use Moving Join on Discord? Yeah, yeah, there is that. The animated emotes on Twitch do not carry over to Discord. They're all static because of the way that Twitch handles them and Discord handles them. It's weird. So the animated drone is over on the Discord main server. You need Nitro to carry that over, yeah. Or just to even use it.
You allow the enemy to
Really?
destroy an excavator.
It lands and immediately blows up. Come on. That is dumb. I was right on it, even holding a power cell. And it just pops. That's dumb. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. Nothing. The enemies are constantly spawning. It's not like you can sufficiently kill them to have breathing room. There are always more. The area is small, so they're all right on top of you pretty much. There is nothing to be done for that. It basically hit the ground and fell apart from the impact. May as well have done. Mission Control just forgot to activate the boosters on that rocket. 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. We managed to get to 5 seconds. 10 seconds. We're making progress. Alright, while someone stood next to it, I'm going to grab a power cell. So that I can stand next to it with a power cell ready to go, if it helps it survive. God damn. I mean, granted, as I said earlier, this is an extrapolation of levels. Gameplay shouldn't exist at this number. Okay, I just used a power cell there. So it took a hit. Yep, you can see its health is down. I'm just going to sit here casting the Overguard. If they're shooting at me, they're not shooting at the excavator. If I stand over here... It's a shame this doesn't buff the excavator itself. Yo, Joker King 888, thank you very much for dropping your prime over here. Welcome into the channel proper, and enjoy your lovely blue sub badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing, and your access to Support T Lounge and VIP Lounge over on the Discord. Cheers, dude. Alright. 25 seconds. That's all we need from this thing. 25 seconds. Can we hold it for 25 seconds? Alright, we're holding. We got past 20. 23, 24, 25. Alright, we can leave it now. Let it pop.
Excavator under attack.
I'm gonna go activate this one.
Excavator is almost destroyed.
There we go. 42 cryotic. Lovely. Add it to the pile. Still need to go another round. Alchemy it is. Hello, Shinova. Welcome on in.
A way out is now open to you.
Uh,
Riches are here for the taking.
I mean, we're getting a bunch of cryotic, I guess.
To make
That's something.
extraordinary demands of exceptional.
That's something. Oh, you grab that one. Okay. I'm gonna fall. What's this one? I've taken damage roll. Ah, sod it. I'll take it. Don't need it. I'll take it. Alright, we need radiation. It's not this. You can see that is a whole bunch of not useful ones and a useful one. It's at least a few cybears. I don't think it's even a few cybears. No, isn't cyber 30,000? So I have 11% of a cyber. Your stream keeps freezing. No, it's on your end. Does anyone have any experience with this? Normally it's when you're multitasking using Opera GX. If it's just the video, it could be as a result of your computer defocusing it if you're doing something else at the same time. You might want to check if your computer is trying to save resources when that window's not in focus, because video does use a lot of data and processing power. 5% in it's 30k. I have 3k karate. Zom. You probably looked at your own and you have half as much because you don't have a resource booster.
Come on, plenty of room.
The Kree doesn't double cryotic? Yeah. Yeah, it's not a crate. It's not any kind of loot box. It just exists. Alright, now we're on to gas. Just grab these. I apparently did not pick the other one up. There we go. Screen not doubling pathos spams is a scam. It's certainly a little painful, isn't it? Yeah. There are a lot of things it doesn't double, and the pathos clamp grind is very real. On a positive note, you don't need to defend the Alchemy Crucible. They don't have hit points. Imagine trying to do this with also having to defend it. Whether hit points or if damage caused the percentages to go down. Could you imagine that hell? There we are. Alchemy feels like Excavation 2.0, in much the same way as Ascension is Hijack 2.0, and Conjunction Survival is Survival 2.0. Very literally. Oh, thank God. We're there. We've made it. We're done. Oh, I was fearful that it would stop just shy, but no, we're there.
Just as I did before.
Oh, I need to stretch.
Another job well executed.
God, I've been sat in that one position for a while. Oh. That was a lot. There we are. Is there an actual difference between survival and conjunction survival? Yes, conjunction survival has a whole bunch of other things that spawn and try to ruin you. Yeah. Again. Mirrorlabe. Mirrorlabe, calm down. Let me guess, you have a Banshee. Grab the rewards. Sorry, 9. 9. I saw that reach the end. It reached the end. It very clearly said we had made it. Play psych right now. It had reached the end. It had reached the end. Is alerts off? Alerts are on. Don't know what you're on about. Didn't want the Riven mod anyway. Didn't want it anyway. No, that's not right. I'm sorry. I'm bringing that back up. I'm bringing that back around. Give me a second here. This is unfair. Hold up. Let's pause the background music. Let's grab the replay on that real quick. All right. Over to channel. Over to live VOD. Just so many clicks to get there, Twitch. Why you like this? Gonna be like all the way up here. We're there. We've made it. Yeah, right there. It's right there. Junction survival is survival 2.0. Very literally. Yeah, and the number isn't even slightly off. We Ascension is hijack 2.0, and conjunction survival is survival 2.0. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Very literally. Look at the number, look at the number. It definitely said we got there. Oh, thank God. It definitely said we got there. It's not even like it had the wrong number on screen. It agreed 975. We'd done it. What the hell is that? How the hell do we spend 2.5 hours in a mission fighting against level cap for I don't even know how many rounds? For half the time we were against level cap. And then it goes, oops, actually you're not there yet. Come on! Come on! And Zom saying in the chat that on Zom's side, in the same mission, it didn't show we'd got there. But it did. Oh, I don't know if I can bring myself to do that one more round for the melee. I mean... Yeah. You know what? Everyone balls to the wall. No picking your gear. We're going straight in. Run straight through the portal. You get what you get. Full random. Okay? Don't pick something. Don't put in the effort. Just go straight through the portal. We get what we get, and if we hate it, we hate it. I don't want a single one of you dilly-dallying here, alright? Protea, Exergis, Kuva Kraken, Legion. Okay. Melee attacks it twice. Survival! Oh, we can't fuck this up. You had Chromosaurus. You're only going to have it for one round, Tom, so it doesn't count. This is where we show our true might as gamers. The ability to just handle it all. What the? That animation. Go, my turrets. Fire. Fire on everything. You have to farm 20 Totoro for a pair of pants for your operator? I mean, you don't have to. But if you want to, sure, you have fun with that. Ouchies. I just realised I wasn't putting down the shield grenades. There we go. Catchdeer, do you know off the top of your head what progenitor creates that ephemera on your Protea? I have no idea. Sorry. No idea whatsoever. Apparently it's heat, Som says. That sounds likely. I'm just not even touching the weapons. I picked up the decree for a weapon, I just don't need it. Protea is just strong. Grab the little bits of life support, because every little bit does help us out here. While I believe everyone has their intrinsics maxed, might as well grab this. Oh, no, apparently not. Apparently not. There we go, bloody hell. It's a little bit more involved than intended, but, you know, it happens. Yeah, Proteus 4, it has uses, and I just don't like them. D have tried their best to shoehorn in value to her 4 with her augments, but it just doesn't land. Not for me. I will stand by it that Proteus 4 is just too clunky to enjoy for most people. And I say that as a Lavos main. Come on now. Yeah, why is there that kind of an Xmas right then? Okay, let's see what we got here. None of this helps me right now. Nope. Do that one. Sold it. Ready 4 is worse Sevagoth 4. How about, as someone put on my Sevagoth guide, the fact that Sevagoth's first 3 abilities are basically just Nova's 4th, split up and improved. All 3 of Sevagoth's first abilities. Yeah, the first 3, they are just Nova 4. So you have, oh look, enemies are more vulnerable to damage. Yep, Nova does that. Enemies explode on death? Yeah, Nova does that. Enemies become slower? Yeah, Nova does that.
60 seconds remain.
It's just advanced Nova. It's advanced Nova 4. Yeah. That hurts slightly to have pointed out, so I'm glad I've shared that with you all now.
60 seconds left.
I think we're fine, Teshin. We don't have 60 seconds left. Screen shake, the weapon. Okay, it says we've done it this time. Have I actually done it?
The book is closed and set aside. For now.
Have we actually done it?
Well executed.
Do we have the mod? Do we have the mod? Our survey says yes. There we go. Okay. And there's the extra reward pool, which is just stuff with these thrown in. Imagine getting to tier 11 and you get 1,000 endo. Yuck. Vehek's got something coming. I suppose we can give that a run. We can give that a run. We've got time. Mirrorlabe, Zom, Extra Man, thank you very much for joining in on the squad there. I hope you enjoy the benefits of the circuit. Enjoy. Yeah, let's go put a hole in Vehek real quick, shall we? You said you were using the bold scoring cannon to not very great results. So let's go with something good and standard. Let's go with, someone mentioned Felarx. Let's try Felarx. Yeah. Set corrosive. Good to do. Let's add to that a kit gun, because kit guns are pretty damn nice. We can go for observe, the pinpoint effect, and then for dealing with general nearby enemies, we got the glaive. That should do. What helmet is that? That's the standard helmet. It's the standard one. Gillum Gillard saying, been watching you on YouTube a lot. Good content. Hey, thank you. Welcome on in to the Twitch stream. So someone who's been struggling with this assassination right here. Let's see how we handle. Let's see how we handle, shall we? Formula's good as well? Yeah, the formula's an effect, but like, we'll see what we get from this.
We've contracted you with a mark. You are here to find your mark and eliminate the assigned target.
So,
Operatives tell us Vahek has undergone
make our way through here.
combat enhancement. Expect the worst.
And is this the way forwards? I think this is the way forwards. Yep, it is. Good. We skip that one section. He respawns here. We continue forwards. Is this the way forwards? Looks like it might be. This. Yep, this is also the way forwards. Excellent. Another stage for us to just bypass. This is not the bypass.
Vahek rose to power by eliminating his enemies on the Grineer.
It's still weird to me that you can just straight up skip these stages.
Makes him one of the most influential Grineer.
Like, oh yeah, we could fight, or we could just, you know, get to the big one. There we are. Let's trigger this way.
This is unacceptable! I am too important for this nonsense. Finish them off!
Alright then, so, Felarx, automatic against this guy.
Our operatives tell us Vahek has undergone an expensive regime.
I do love having my UI broken like this.
Must I do everything myself?
Come on.
Do not think we are done here.
Open up. This is a safe space. You can open up to me. Ah, just kidding.
Day would come. I prepared. Changed myself. I made
There's back procs.
ready.
We're getting there. Bit by bit. Basically, just tanking until we can shoot him in the face.
Now we finish this business.
Here we go. Yeah, so, what was the struggle again? Just kind of curious. What was the bit you needed
Time
help on?
hear Vahek's ugly voice again.
Because he's dead.
Distraction. You've earned it.
He's dead. Yeah. Double dash for the win. Perfectly executed double dash. Yeah, there we are. I still say, if you beat an assassination target solo steel path, you should get all of the blueprint pieces. Yeah. Mod for corrosive, get rid of the ads quicker and avoid the mag procs. Yeah, pretty much that, yeah. So you can use Arcane Nullifier, no mag procs, easy. For dealing with the nearby stuff, Mecha set there is actually real nice, because I saw a marked target, bang, hit the marked target, and the stage just went blap. Everything else nearby is gone. Yeah, Arcane Nullifier, Mecha set, and then just strong targeted weapon, target his weak spot when he's open up for damage, and just go ruin his face. Seems to do the trick. But yeah, the Steel Path Assassination solo. And I would even make it where you would have to do it without ever being knocked. If you get knocked, doesn't count. You do that, and then you've got basically someone who can solo the boss without going down on Steel Path. They deserve to have the full frame reward at that point. The RNG is done. They've passed the test. Let them have it. I guarantee you, everyone who's put off farming Equinox would love that change. 100%. Yeah. Bytebits say Naros is fun frame against Vahek due to his story. Yeah, you can use him. Gloom works against Vahek. Didn't think to try it, but sure enough, go for it. Yeah. But I think that handled that pretty handily. That aside, we're about to do a platinum giveaway now, so exclamation mark ticket in the chat for a chance to win it if you've not already grabbed yourself a ticket there. I'll be giving you all just a minute on that for a chance to enter in. There's a 75 platinum going out to one person here in the channel. Doesn't matter what platform you're on, it can be PC, PlayStation, Switch, Xbox, or mobile. Anyone can be the winner, and you'll have 24 hours to respond to the Twitch CM if indeed you are the winner. Mancy is saying, out of curiosity, could you open the profile extra man 0111 and see if you get username does not exist? Well, first of all, let's have a look at it through the recents. There you are. Yeah. Huh. Huh. You can give cross-platform? No, the platinum giveaway is sanctioned by DE. They hand out the platinum. You can't do just a plat giveaway like I would trade plat over to someone. That's not allowed. DE expressly do not permit that. You would need to contact DE to get approval for such a thing. Trading items, sure, but not platinum. Reason being on that is it's impossible to distinguish between just trading over platinum from a giveaway and real world trading. Someone buying platinum illegitimately. DE physically have no way to discern the difference in a reasonable time frame. So of course every platinum seller will just be like, oh, it was a giveaway, it's totally legit, right? So don't do that. You look like you are selling platinum. Or buying it if you're the winner. Only partake in platinum giveaways which have been sanctioned by DE, such as where creators are given the ability to do these 75 plat giveaways. This is why gifting was implemented for plat items? One of the reasons for certain, yeah. So yeah, that's a thing. And I know there are some people who are like, oh, that's unfair, why can't I do giveaways? You can, just not platinum. Do other things. And I'm aware of the apparent loophole of giving away like an Arcane Energize max rank and then saying, go on, treat yourself, but, well, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Anywho, that is enough time for people to grab tickets. If you haven't already grabbed one, you clearly didn't care about it. So let me just grab the button here and close giveaway. Oh, how poetic. 75 platinum giveaway. We have 75 entrants. Let's see. The winner today of that one, out of those 75 entries, is going to be Weird Kid. Weird Kid, congratulations, you are the winner today. I'll be sending you a message here on Twitch in your DMs shortly after the end of the stream. Get hold of your Warframe username and platform. In fact, Weird Kid, say, oh dang, they're here right now. Weird Kid, let me just grab the Messagerino for you. We'll be just a sec on that. Let me grab, where's my standard message? There it is. Boop. Send message to Weird Kid. No, don't ban. Send message. Why those buttons are so close together, I don't know, but they are. There you are. So if you just respond to that one there, as it says in the message, with your Warframe username, platform, and Krotse status, we'll get that 75 plat sent on over to you. Yep. And to everyone else, thank you again for joining in throughout the stream. I do hope you have enjoyed yourselves, and especially a massive, massive thank you to the sheer amount of support on this stream. The sub goal, for example, set at a pretty healthy 15, and we're on 91. 91. Thank you very much for that today, guys. I really do appreciate it. But now we are going to have to raid on over to another part of the Warframe community. So let's see, where, oh where can we raid on into today, I wonder? Always the question. And the answer is somewhere hidden in the Warframe category. Let's go find it. Oh, hey, Brozyme's on it today. Yeah, let's head on over to Brozyme. Why not? Why not? Alright. Raid. Set. Boom. And it's running. There we are then. So again, thank you everyone for joining in. I'll catch you on the next one. Maybe even with some more plants in the background, because, well, it's a little bit bare on the one side of my shoulder at the moment, isn't it? See you in the next one. Bye-bye.